see the new midnight show with VIC TERNO?
Hell yeah, it's a great show. It's on at midnight on Fridays.
Have you seen the new midnight show with VIC TERNO?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a great show. It's funny, and they got lots of beautiful women.
Yeah, that's VIC TERNO. The new midnight show with VIC TERNO?
And I see it. It's great. It's funny. They got beautiful women, sexy women. I watch it all the time.
This is Christina Lime from the Midnight Show with VIC TERNO. We're here with Joe Corsi from CBS FM, and I gotta ask you a question. Do you watch the Midnight Show with VIC TERNO?
Every Friday night at midnight. That's the only time it's on, right?
Midnight, right? Yeah,
I'm there.
midnight.
I'm there. I love the show, and I love Vic. He's my favorite guy in the whole world.
How could you not love Vic?
Hey,
He's awesome.
forget about
He's
it.
the best host.
He's the man
Welcome
you want
to
to know.
the midnight show with Mr. VIC
He's giving
TERNO.
all the love
Tonight's
from
special
God
guest,
above. Vic
singer,
He
songwriter,
speaks
Christina
the truth and
Lorac,
brings the news. Vic
country singer,
Come on and clap
Sonny
your hands
Renault.
for the man. Vic TERNO.
Now let's welcome the man of the hour, the Italian Johnny Carson, the godfather of all late night talk shows, Mr. VIC TERNO. Oh!
Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the Midnight Show. I'm glad to have everyone here tonight. We got a great show in store. What the? Look at these two. Jimmy, I came in to do a show tonight, and it looks like I got two undertakers from the funeral parlor ready to take me out. What are you two doing here?
Be the last person to let you down. That's right.
And the first person to make me die.
Hey, Vic, you want me to get them out of here? You ever see the rowboats this guy got on?
Hey, I like those shoes. Let's have a round of applause for JoJo's shoes.
Joe.
How about it, huh? Those shoes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to have everyone here tonight. We have a great, great show in store for you. We have a gentleman that flew in from Nashville, Tennessee. He's a Texan. He's a real American. He's got a great voice. And when I heard his voice, I said, this gentleman has to come here tonight and sing. And we're going to hear him later on. Mr. Sonny Renault. Let's have a round of applause for Sonny Renault. Yep. In addition, we have an additional treat. A beautiful young lady from my hometown. Sonny, it's not out in Texas, I'm sorry. But it's the southern part of Brooklyn, Sonny. Anyway, she's from Brooklyn, New York. She's an R&B singer. She's a beauty. She's talented. She's got a voice like a hummingbird. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a nice round, warm applause for Miss Christina Lorac. I mean, come on. Do we have a show here tonight? We have shows that nobody can compare to today. We're going to have a really good show for you. We got a lot to talk about. And despite we have these two funeral directors that back of me here, we're going to have a good show. Guys, do you have a smile? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? But in any event, what we're going to do is we're going to have a terrific show, and I'm sure that you're all going to be really very impressed. See what I mean? You never know what's going to happen on the Midnight Show.
Hey, Vic, I got the next Marilyn Monroe right here. We're going to put her name in stars. We're going to make her famous.
Joe, what are you doing, Joe? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Joe Barry, one of the Midnight Show players. Can we have a round of applause for him?
Thanks, guys.
And this is Joanna's the Ember. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand. Joe, a round of applause for Joanna. Joanna, you have to excuse me. Joe means well, but he just constantly barges into the Midnight Show, and you can't do that, Joe.
You want me to go out there and get people to work on your show, and you always turn me down when I bring them in. What the hell's going on?
Joe, go sit down. Do me a favor, Joe. Go sit in your spot. Joanna, we'll talk to you a little bit later. Joe, take your spot over. Let's get on with the Midnight Show. Can we get on with the Midnight Show, please?
He's the man you want to know. Vic TERNO. He's giving all the love from God above. Vic TERNO. He speaks the truth and brings the news. Vic TERNO. Come on and clap your hands for the man. Vic TERNO.
Jimmy, what am I going to expect next? I got Joe Barry walking in the middle of the show. I got two Undertakers sitting with me here tonight. I feel like I'm on my way out already. I just got here. Look at these three. These two on the end, they never crack a smile. I still can't get. Look at those boats he's got on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. My God. Leo. What, Joey?
On the Delaware and them
That's
things.
right, you could. Leo, you look like you just got out of federal prison, Leo.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, anyway, let's get on with our show. I'd like to also say tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a new crew member for the Midnight Show, and I would like to introduce to all of you my new floor manager and coordinator of the Midnight Show, Mr. Brian LaPower. Mr. Brian, would you come out real quick and just say hi to everybody? Can we get a camera on Brian? That's the man. That's the man. Okay, Brian, thanks for coming out. All right, Brian, get back to work. Anyway, and all kidding, now Brian just started with us, and he's been a crew member for quite a long time. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get right down to business, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a great show. I hope that everyone is okay. I wanted to mention also, take a very quick moment to mention there's no secret that New York City has had a lot of trouble weather-wise in the last 2 months. We all know about the Storm Sandy and all the devastation and all the horrible things that came along with that surprise storm. We've had a lot of trouble here at Staten Island, Long Island, New Jersey. So I just want to make a quick mention to all of us, to my television audience across the United States and across the world, that we'd like to just give a minute and a thought to all the people that passed away, all the people that suffered in this disaster, and give them all of our best wishes. God help them all. And a lot of people were helping these people, and they deserve a lot of credit, as well as the police department, NYPD, the FDNY, all the volunteers. I just would like to just give everybody an honorable mention. Even myself, I went out and I went to Brooklyn and I helped one of my friends in Bergen Beach work on his house because of his basement. Another one of my friends, another one of my good friends, Steve, he was out there also. DeGennaro, he was out giving time also out in Staten Island. So I just want to tell everyone that let's take a minute for a second of silence and just hope with a little prayer to ourselves that all these people will get back to normal soon again. Let's just take one moment of silence. Okay, now that we got past that, let's continue with the Midnight Show and turn up the incentive a little bit. Can we get going now? All right, good. All right, guys. But let me just ask a question. I want to talk to my buddies. Jimmy, how you been?
All right.
Anything new?
Nothing.
Nothing new. Leo, what's going on with you? Ladies and gentlemen, Leo is a Screen Actors Guild actor. JoJo, the two JoJos. What's new in the acting business, Leo? Anything?
I was working last Friday in a film called The Wolf of Wall Street.
Who's starring that?
And I worked with JoJo's friend, an ex-cop named Bo Dietl.
Oh, Bo Dietl. Everyone knows who Bo Dietl is.
He played himself.
Does everyone know who Bo Dietl is?
The subway guy.
Right. How about you, JoJo? How's it going with you? Have you got any work? Anything going on? Or is it a little slow today?
Everything's okay.
Everything's good?
Everything's good.
How about you, Joe Barry? What are you working on?
Well, the last 5 years I've been doing a play in the West Village called Accomplice New York. We have 2 shows in New York. We have one in LA, we have one in London, and each one is like a walking tour of the area.
Nice.
And the people got to figure out the theme of the show as you go along. There's clues from each actor does their skit, part of the show, and you got to figure out what the theme of the show is as you go along.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people, you, my audience, may not know this. My television audience does, I think. But Joe Barry is a really accomplished actor. He's been doing this for a good 20 years, Joe.
Yeah, about that.
One of his first movies was with Brad Pitt, and he stabs Brad Pitt. So if you're going to start off in the business, what's better than starting off stabbing a new actor named Brad Pitt? Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Listen. Now that we got a little, a little that out of the way, let's get on to our first guest because I can't wait to see this young lady sing. But let's get her in here so we could talk with her. Again, she's a Brooklyn girl. She's been out on the circuit for a while now. She's up and coming, and she's a great singer. When I heard her voice, I said she's got to be on the Midnight Show. So let's all take a moment of our time, and let's welcome, with a real Midnight Show with Vic Terno, welcome, nice round of applause for Miss Christina Lorac. Come on in, Christina.
Yeah! Hey, Christina.
Come on, people. Come on.
You're like Christina Lyon.
Come on, have a seat. Yeah, have a seat. Okay, good. Now, Christina, you got to tell me a little bit about your background and about your personal life. Did you grow up in Brooklyn?
I grew up in Brooklyn. I moved to Staten Island when I was about 5 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you presently live in Staten Island?
No, I actually live in Astoria, Queens. I
So you're
refer to
Queens.
myself as a confused New Yorker.
So you're definitely a real New York girl, right? You got some Queens boys on the end here. The two Undertakers.
It's nice over there.
But okay, what part of Queens are you residing in? Like,
I'm in Astoria.
oh, nice area.
Yeah, it's out
Queens
there.
Boulevard, right? Down not too far?
I'm close to like 30th Avenue.
Oh, 30th Avenue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how long have you been out there, hon?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half?
Yeah.
Okay, now tell us about your background. You grew up in Brooklyn, you said? Or
Yes.
Staten Island? Or Brooklyn?
Yeah.
And how did you get into the music business, the singing?
Oh, I've been singing my whole life. My mother's an amazing singer as well.
Oh, so it
Her
runs in the
brother, her
family.
sister, yeah, everybody sings.
Nice.
Except for my dad, totally toned down.
He's out of it, the poor guy. But he's still a good dad, though, right?
Of course, of course.
Well, tell me this. Where did you get training? Where have you been trained?
I went to Wagner College in
Okay.
Staten Island, where I had a choir scholarship, and I
Oh,
sang.
you did get a choir scholarship?
Yeah, I sang in the choir for 4 years. It
Wow.
was nice, yeah.
So you had the voice lessons, the whole 9
yeah,
yards?
Yeah, yeah.
And do you consider yourself a tenor, or what's your alto?
Tenor's a guy. Tenor's.
Oh, okay.
Tenor's
Well, how do we?
Alto.
Oh, an alto.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. You know guy, that's for sure. Not for what I can, where I'm sitting. You're far from that.
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Beautiful, beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. Okay, so you had your training at Wagner College. And where do you find your desire of style of music that's for you?
I love soul, whether it's R&B,
Yes, me
but
too.
even rock, you get some really great soul singers, like Janis Joplin.
Right.
you
R&B,
know.
right?
Yeah, like Aretha
Also,
Franklin.
what is that? The soul music, what is that called? Oh, boy, just the thought lost my mind. Soul Train, right? I'm thinking of the, like Smokey Robinson, The Temptations, all those type of, there's a lot of soul in that too, But the R&B is one of my favorite as well. So do you have any particular artists that you like, that you follow?
I love Alicia Keys, I
Sure.
love Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill's great.
Yeah, and then I love artists like, I love Fiona Apple, and then I love artists like Alanis Morissette, and,
You're
then
into
the
that.
genres start to.
Do you write your own music?
Mhm.
How many songs have you written?
Oh, I don't know. I have 3 records out officially, but probably double the amount.
Did I hear you say records?
songs. Yeah, 3 albums.
I love you. We didn't have to hear CDs.
You haven't even known me that
I mean,
long.
people, do we have any record people that grew up with records out there? Is there anybody with records?
Oh, wow.
Wow, thank God. Thank God. Does anybody know who the Beatles are? Besides Helena and me. I was listening to a DJ on the radio recently, and he said, and I also believe that there's a few artists that are doing this too. Do you know they're going back to producing records because they like the sound quality better on the records? I mean, I was shocked about that. That's nice. It is. It really is. And, my Mrs. Miller, Cassandra. Where is she?
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my luck charm. Can we have her, Miss Cassandra? Can we get a shot of her? Let's have a round of applause for Cassandra. That's the Midnight Show. You got what kind of records do you hold, dear? I mean, never mind. Not running races. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Cassandra. That's my luck charm. But in all seriousness, there's quite a few artists that are going back to doing records again because they like the sound quality. And I think there's something very special about vinyl. If you even look at the rap artists, Christina, a lot of them would rather rap and do the music with, I believe, the records.
Yeah,
rather
or
than
some
the
kind of
DVDs.
turntable.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But with the records on the turntable rather than DVDs, CDs. Okay, so now out of the songs that you did write, what's like the most recent things that you've done?
Performing wise?
Yeah.
Or, I recently played at the Mercury Lounge, and tonight I'm here on the Midnight Show. with
Yes,
Vic
you are.
Terno.
He's on the Midnight Show tonight, guys. How about that? Now, the Midnight Show, now let me get this straight. Now, in my day, we had places like the Bitter End, and they were like really like the in places where Bob Dylan would play and all these really cool guys, right? Mercury Lounge, I heard of that. That's in Manhattan, right?
Yes.
And is that like an in place now to play?
Yeah, it's pretty hip.
Nice.
I
Yeah, I've
feel
heard of
cool
it.
now.
Oh, I love that. You know what? You know what's another nice place that people go to that I like as well? Did anybody hear the Blue Note in Manhattan?
Yeah.
The Blue Note. That's a good place for you to play one day, too.
I would,
Village,
I would
right?
love to play the Blue
Yeah,
Note.
yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of history there.
McDougal?
Well, you know,
West
yeah.
Third.
And that's where all the West Village.
Yes, yes.
That's where all the cool places really ought to play.
Stanley Kappa, yeah.
Well, listen, I
Around
think
like-
right now, Christina, if you would be so kind, while I talk to the audience, would you be kind to set yourself up and play us a song?
Of course.
And you know, ladies and gentlemen, she's a talented guitar player as well. So let's have a round of applause for Miss Christina Lorac, and we'll get you all set, all right, Christina?
Yeah, she reminds me of Christina Lyon.
Excuse me?
She reminds me of Christina Lyon.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, my regular co-host, Christina Lime, is not with us tonight because she was on vacation in Florida, and she couldn't get a flight back. She's coming back tonight around 11 p.m., wasn't able to make the show. But being the beautiful, talented, nice young lady Christina is, we have another Christina to take the other Christina's spot. Miss Christina Lorac is going to fill in as my co-hostess. So let's listen. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce again the beautiful, the lovely Christina Lorac.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to play a newer song. This one's a little on the folkier side, and it's called Hard to Trust in Love. It's hard to trust in love, especially when that wicked boy just stabbed you in the back, made you blind, made you weak in the knees, act like a child, made you go home running. Now your mother's arms seek. It's just hard to trust in love when she's taking all your money, left you standing there alone. Made you wonder, made you weep, oh so tired of lose sleep. It's just hard to trust in love. Well, I know it's hard to trust in love. But you can leave her out there in the cold outside, feeling rough. Well, I know that you don't want to let her in, but now you're taking off her coat, 'cause baby, you can't win with love, 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 love. Well, it's been hard to trust in love, especially when she says her friend time is gonna heal up all your cuts. Don't even want to say her name, let alone need her and go insane. It's been hard to trust in love, but sometimes it's nice to trust in love. She'll stroke your hair and give you strength when you feel rough. Give you back some of that money, she'll be lighter on the touch. Maybe I should trust in love. Maybe you should should trust in love. Maybe we should trust in love. When will I just love?
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Want to do another? Want to do another? Want to do another one? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about a second song? Come on. Come on. Let me hear it. What about a second song?
Thank you.
Christina, that was absolutely beautiful. Did I tell you she's got a voice like a bird? I mean, she's beautiful, like a sound bird.
Sorry, I like wound myself up here.
What's the name of the second song, Christina?
It's called Where You'll Find Me.
Nice.
It's about good friends, you know, like we got here. Good times, good friends. Yeah. All right. You guys ready? All right.
Okay, guys.
Said I'll always be right, always be right, always be right here. When you need me, I'll be your lover, be your friend. Be right here whenever you need me to lend a hand or an ear. Harder to catch a tear, a precious gift, that's what you are. A beautiful friend, don't look far, 'cause that's where you on your feet. That's where you find me, dancing to the beat. That's where you'll find me, laying on the street. That's where you find me. Said I'll always be right, always be right, always be right here. Through the darkness, our strength will come shining through. When times seem impossible, no one inside. Make it together and take on the night. 'Cause that's where you find me, keep you on your feet. That's where you find me, dancing to the beat. That's where you'll find me, playing on the street. That's where you find me. So I'll always be right, always be right. Promise I won't desert you like those cowards that came before. Leave you when you need me even more. Yeah, I promise I won't desert you like those cowards that came before. Leave you when you need me even more. Yeah, I promise I won't desert you like those cowards that came before. Leave you when you need me even more. Well, I promise I won't desert you like those cowards that came before. Leave you when you need me even more. That's where you find me, leaning on your street. That's where you find me, dancing to the beat. That's where you'll find me, playing on the street. That's where you find me. Said I'll always be right, always be right, always be right here.
Woo! Come on, let's hear it.
Thanks so much,
Come on,
everybody.
guys.
I appreciate it.
beautiful.
Thanks, Vic.
Wow. And you wrote both of those, Christina? Yeah. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Guys, was that something or what? Come on, let me hear a real round of applause. Come on, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Absolutely beautiful. Jimmy, what do you think, Jimmy? Beautiful, right? Leo? Oh, yeah, Peter, Paul, and Mary, absolutely. I know,
Great.
Phenomenal. You know,
Great.
I mean, where did you get that, such a unique style? Come and sit. Just take that right next to JoJo's, right next to Christina. Where did you learn, I mean, how did you develop the style? From what age did you start singing?
I mean, I've been singing for as long as I can remember talking.
I mean, Mariah Carey, I mean, you know, she don't have much on you, then. I'm telling you, Christina. She's really, I mean,
Great
really
voice.
something there.
Great voice.
No, really. She's beautiful. Wow. I'm telling you guys, we're very lucky here in the
What is
Midnight
that
Show.
tattoo signify?
Leo, did you want to take the show over?
Oh, no. I just wanted to know what that tattoo
It's
Leo.
Fiona Apple lyrics.
Leo,
Okay.
keep your hands and your eyes where they belong.
Okay.
All
My
right?
mom is watching.
Jimmy, if there's a problem, take him out of here, Jimmy. Ladies and gentlemen, not only is Jimmy our announcer, but he's our enforcer. Can we have a round of applause for
Yeah,
him?
all right. Jimmy.
Jimmy just came out of San Quentin prison. No, I'm just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen. Now let's move on. I'm telling you, we have such good guests on the show. You know, it's a bonus. Christina was only supposed to do one song for us, but because she was so kind, I asked her to do a second one because she's fabulous. But let's bring on, you're welcome. Let's bring on our next guest, because I've been waiting to hear this guy for a long time. He was supposed to be on my show 3 months ago. And let me tell you the background of what happened. Right, Ellen? Isn't that true, honey? That's right. Okay, Ellen is my other half, whoever the ones I'm talking to in Ellen. It's not out in space, but she's here with me now, my beautiful Ellen. Okay, yeah, a round of applause for Ellen. My soulmate of going on 8 years. Even though she argued with me and said it was 7, and then finally realized that I was right, it's 8 years. Okay, now let me tell you the story about Sonny Renault. Sonny was supposed to be on my show 3 months ago. First of all, he couldn't be on that 3rd month because he was a little busy with engagements. Then finally, Sonny said, okay, Vic, I'm going to do your show. I believe it was November. Then we had the storm Sandy, so we got completely knocked out. Sonny was very forgiving. He had his plane ticket all ready to go. And then that knocked us out. Then we were supposed to go on the December show, and what happened was the last minute, the studio closed for an electrical upgrade here at Time Warner CTV. So we got not knocked out, but now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Lone Star Texan that's out of Nashville, Tennessee. And people, I don't want to hear no mediocre applause. I want to hear a New York City Midnight Show with Vic Terno. Round of applause for Mr. Sonny Renault. Sonny, thank you, my brother. It's good to see you.
Yes.
My pleasure. Come, whoa, check those boots out.
I know.
How are you?
Wow.
Good.
Guys?
Sonny, what are those? Those alligator?
Yes.
Sonny,
alligator.
do me a favor. Be careful on the way out. Watch those two in the end. Because they saw the boots. They know they're worth something, Sonny. You know these guys, they're a little shady looking.
They are shady looking.
JoJo ain't gonna get them on.
That's right, Joe.
Sold for $50.
I can make a few dollars on
That's JoJo Shaq Amendolari.
All right.
Okay, so let me ask you. It's such a wonderful thing having you here.
Thank you.
And we also want to mention that the reason you're here is because of my relationship with your coordinator or agent, whatever you want to call her, Joanna Ziemba.
Right.
Right. So we want to give a little honorable mention to Joanna. Joanna's out in the audience. Hi, Joanna.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we got Joanna's out there. Actually, Joanna was the next upcoming Marilyn Monroe with JoJo in our opening part of the show,
That's
Sonny,
right.
right?
That's my girl.
So now, Sonny, give me a little background before we get into the musical aspect of your life. It sounds like I just sound like I did that show, This Is Your Life. Remember that show, Preston? This Is Your Life? We're going back a couple of years, though, right? Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your family background? You're a Texan, aren't you?
That's right, yes.
What part of Texas are you from, Sonny?
Kind of about an hour and a half south of Dallas, Longview, Tyler area.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of northeast.
And you grew up as a boy, a little boy
I
there?
did, yeah. Spent my whole life there, adult life there. I did join the Navy when I was very young, 20.
Navy guy.
Yes.
Navy guy.
Navy.
Armed services.
That's right.
Thank you for your service, Sonny.
Thank you very much.
For
Thank you
protecting
very
our
much.
country. Now, the part of Texas you come from, is that kind of like the southern part, the northern part, the middle part? Where would that be?
It's kind of the northeast part, about an hour between Dallas and, say, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're between Dallas and
Right.
Louisiana. Okay, and what kind of family do you come from? A small family? A
Oh,
medium
yeah,
size?
yeah. Well, it's a big family, but it's I grew up in a very small town, 5 brothers and sisters.
Nice family.
Yeah, I grew up in a musical background as well. My dad was a country music singer, and so he was kind of like my first, big influence as far as that. And grew up in church. Well, all of us kids, sang in church, and I played the tambourine.
That's the way it should be.
And my grandfather was the preacher.
Wow, your grandfather was the preacher.
That's right.
What was the size of your town, Sonny?
At the time, it was about 15,000.
15,000?
Yeah, I think it's
So it's on the smaller side.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, very small.
Wow,
Indeed.
beautiful. But you know what? Those are the kind of places that made America great, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the kind of places that were the seeds that made America a wonderful place. Small hometowns, Texas, the South, the Midwest. All these places were the beginning seeds which made America the country that became today. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Absolutely.
And now I'm not selling out the North because I'm a Northern boy, but I will say I'm a Brooklyn guy, and we're right there too. We believe in the Bible, at least I do, and for speaking personally, and we believe in fairness. We believe in the Second Amendment, owning your own arms to protect yourself.
Absolutely.
With legality,
right.
With normalcy,
right.
and with honor. These are the things that made America really great,
Absolutely.
Family, we all love family. So let me say, Sonny, how did you get over to Nashville, Tennessee? What was that all about, that transition?
Well, I've always just been kind of a spur-of-the-moment type guy. Just like when I joined the Navy, it was like I had no thinking about it at all. I was just like, I'm going to the Navy, and a couple of months later, there I was. And I was actually in Longview, Texas, and I was selling cars at a dealership down there.
But excuse me, where did you serve in the Navy? What were you on, and where did you?
I was on the USS Nimitz up around
you
the
was
Seattle.
in the Nimitz?
Yes.
Wow, everyone knows the Nimitz.
Aircraft carrier.
Yeah,
that's
one
right.
of the biggest.
That's right.
Was that a nuclear? Was that one
Yeah,
of the?
it was.
It was a new carrier,
yes.
right?
A nuclear.
Of course,
yes,
that thing's been around for a while.
That's right.
Absolutely. So continue. I'm sorry.
So anyway, I just was selling cars at this dealership back home, and I had broken up with a girlfriend, or we kind of split up, and it was a very small town, and
a typical sad love story.
Yes, yes, and I didn't want to see her, with someone else, so I just had all these different things going for me to get out of Dodge.
Right.
So I just,
you made
packed
the move
up
out
all
to
my
Nashville.
stuff. Never even visited here,
Never
there
looked
before.
back, huh?
What's that?
I thought you were in Texas, not Dodge.
Oh, well, you know what I mean.
Okay.
You know what I
Joe, take it easy, Joe. Joe, I put you up here with us, but calm down, Joe, right? It's not your show yet, Joe.
Yeah, I do have something to complain about. I don't need a high chair anymore. I don't like my feet dangling here.
I'm telling you, Joe Barry, he's too much. Yeah, I love you, Joe. You're the best. I know Joe Barry for a good, 20 years, Joe?
At least that long.
Yeah, I knew you when you were a kid.
Easy there, buddy.
All right, take it easy. Okay, anyway, Leo, what's your problem?
I'm just getting a kick out of Joe.
Okay, good. I mean, I saw the smile. Something didn't look right. You were smiling for the first time. Okay, so Sonny, I'm sorry. So you were telling us about, you came over to Nashville. It was a love breakup.
Right.
But there has to be more to that.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Nashville, Tennessee is the home of country music.
Yeah, I mean, I'd always, thought as a kid growing up, by the time I was, 13, that I wanted to try to pursue that at some point in my life. And, I grew up around music, around my dad and all of his musical friends. And, so it was always a goal of mine at some point. And that's just kind of when it happened. And I just decided to move to Nashville, never even visited there before, didn't know a soul there, and just packed everything up and moved to Nashville.
Now, would you consider yourself, Christina corrected me, Lorac, would you consider yourself a tenor?
No, I'm more of a
baritone?
bass.
A bass,
Yeah.
a baritone.
Right.
Okay. And did you style yourself or finding yourself following any specific country singers in your development, your process?
Oh, absolutely. I guess one of my biggest influences has always been, the older stuff, music, because that's what my dad listened to was, Conway Twitty, George Jones, Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard.
Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash, absolutely.
Merle Haggard's one of my favorites.
Yes, I remember you saying that. That's right.
And who's that new guy that's out there? Terry something? Or Trace? Trace?
Trace Atkins.
I love him.
Yeah, with the bass.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
baritone rather.
Did anybody here have Trace Atkins? Anybody have Trace Atkins?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you realize it, but he was on the, Ellen, I think he was on the Apprentice. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my floor manager, Brian. Well, Brian, thank you for that.
That's right.
But what I was striving to say was that I believe Trace Atkins, that's his name?
Yes.
He was on the Christmas special on Channel 4 for, I believe, for the holiday. He was one of the singers there.
Oh, that's cool.
With Tony Bennett, actually.
Oh, wow.
So, it was, and I fell in love with the guy. I mean, the
Yeah.
guy, his voice.
He's a class act guy.
Oh, he's a class act.
Yes, I've met him several times.
He's a class act.
Yes.
Well, listen, we want to talk more with you, but I can't wait to hear you sing.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think right now we're going to have Sonny. Would you be kind enough, Sonny?
Absolutely.
You want to set up?
Absolutely.
Round of applause for Sonny Renault.
Just keep your hand on him.
Sonny, could you tell us what exactly is the name of the song that you'll be singing for us?
Absolutely. It's a song that I wrote with Mark Cook and AJ Masters back in Nashville called
Doing the Best I Can.
Doing the Best I Can. That's right.
You got it. Mr. Sonny Renault.
Thank you. Been 48 days since I paid rent at a greenbacks, not one red cent. Really got a shirt on my back, shoes on my feet, working 2 jobs, hell, I can't make ends meet. I'm doing the best that I can, giving it all that I've got. I know where I'm from, I know where I stand. I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. No government cheese, no stamps from the Fed. Mama raised me right, Daddy always said, an honest day's work brings an honest day's pay. Well, that kind of wisdom don't hold water these days. Yeah, I'm doing the best that I can, giving it all that I've got. I know where I'm from, I know where I stand. I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, I'm doing the best that I can. Doing the best that I can, giving it all that I've got. I know where I'm from, I know where I stand. I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, I'm doing the best that I can. Giving it all that I've got. I know where I'm from. I know where I stand. I'm doing the best that I can. Thank you.
Come on, guys, let's hear it for him. Come on, guys, let's hear it for Sonny Renault. Come on. Beautiful, beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny wrote that song. Sonny,
Yes,
right?
that's
He writes
right.
his own material. And as soon as I heard that song, I said, you know, this guy's a class act. You're kind of a bridge between the old school guys
Right.
and some of the new school country music.
Right.
You know, and that's the kind of music I love. The gentleman you mentioned a minute ago,
Right.
Trace, was
Yes.
it Trace, and yourself. This is the kind of music I really get into. You know, it's a bridge. It's kind of a bridge from old
Right.
to new. Where do you get your inspiration for writing?
Well, it just depends on who you're writing with. You know, really, it's just you just kind of get together in a room with you know, different kind of co-writers and just kind of talk about you know, what's going on in, you know, people's life at the time, and just kind of get inspired by someone else's stories, their personal, you know, tragedies and things that people go through. And
Do you write with real life scenarios? I mean, do you?
oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, by personal experiences or by what's going on in the world? Is
Oh
that how
yes.
you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, just yeah, that's what you do. You just kind of get together and just kind of talk about anything and everything for you know, an hour, 30 minutes, or whatever it might be, and just kind of get inspiration from that.
Do you take any of your material, Sonny, and incorporate it into country western market? You know, in other words, like here in the States, the top pop 40. Do you put your stuff on the country market out there?
Well, that's the goal. You know,
Mhm.
at some point, you know, that's kind of where I'm striving to be. Is
Like, where would you showcase your music out towards your end out there? Would you?
well, Nashville is such a you know, a music venue place.
Mhm.
I mean, just you go downtown and every bar is live music, and being that
Grand Ole Opry.
yeah, but
right?
that's not really downtown. That's kind of off and kind of away. But the downtown bar scene is, you know, every single night, every
So
single
that's
bar.
big out there,
Oh,
the
every
bar
bar is a band, is a live band.
Is the Grand Ole Opry still a renowned thing like it once
Oh,
was?
absolutely, yes, the mother church of country music.
So if you could get up there one day, that's accomplishment, huh?
Absolutely. The first time I'd ever been to the Grand Ole Opry, I'd never even visited before. And a friend of mine named Waylon Payne, he's been there and sang there, and he took me there. And the very first time that I ever went was I just got to go backstage the very first time and watch the show. The very first show that I went to, on the right-hand side of the curtain where it comes down, there's a little love seat there, and I sit there all by myself and sit there and watch the Grand Ole Opry from that stage.
Aren't you the lucky guy?
Absolutely, yes.
Who are some of the people that you've seen over there, Sonny, that you could mention?
At the Grand Ole Opry?
Yes.
I actually hung out with Trace Atkins there at the Grand Ole Opry.
Get out, my
Yeah.
hero.
Yes, absolutely.
How long was this?
Maybe 5, 6 years ago.
And what kind of guy is he?
He's very tall.
Is he?
Very tall, yes, very tall.
And he talks
very
real
big
deep.
guy, yeah, he got the ponytail, or he did at the time. I think he still does, but
I think he wears an American flag on his
yes,
pin, too,
yeah.
huh?
But yeah, a bunch of the older, you know, the older acts that are there. Johnny Paycheck was there the very first night that I went and sat there on that at that, you know.
Is Merle Haggard still around? Or did he pass on?
No, Merle Haggard's around.
He's around, right?
Yeah.
Has he been? Is he playing the circuits? I haven't heard much from
That
him.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Yeah.
from him in a long time. We lost Johnny Cash a
Right.
while back.
Yes.
That was a sad thing.
Right.
Because Johnny, I mean, he was like a forerunner.
Right.
He was out there.
Yeah, and then June, his wife as well.
His June, wife, and the guy, the son, the one that played opening the football games. What was his name? Maybe he did the national football opening all the time.
Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams Jr.
Yes.
We lost Hank Williams. He was another great.
Yes,
forerunner.
absolutely.
Yeah, he was good.
He died way too
Christina,
young.
do you like country music?
I do, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did you want to ask him anything? Yeah, you know, I mean, It's open here.
Well, I was chatting with him about, the scene in Nashville before. I guess that you were talking about Broadway when you say downtown.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
awesome over there.
and once you kind of get in with, once you play down there and people start knowing who you are, you can pretty much just kind of go into any bar down there and just pop up and sing, pretty much. Because you can just go into a bar and say, I want to sing this, whatever song it might be.
If I come down there, do I have to wear a cowboy hat and I can wear a little jean jacket?
You don't have
You're
to
going to take me to get some boots?
Yeah, that I can do.
I want to get those things on the back. What do you call those things?
The little
Those
spurs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to get some spurs on there.
Yes.
I want to look like Chuck Connors, a rifleman. I want to get one of those,
Oh, yeah.
one of those.
Yeah, 30,
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I've got one of those guns.
I want to learn how to run up to the back of the horse and jump on it.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want any tragedies in the front, though.
Yeah, well, that'll probably happen.
Watch it, audience. I heard that. But yeah, no, I mean, I would like to come down there one day and see what it's all about.
I can show you around. Absolutely.
Do you know some good barbecue for me, Sonny?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
I'm a big barbecue guy.
Have you never been to Nashville?
No.
You should totally go.
You've been there, Christina? Mm-hmm. Where have I been left behind in life?
Yeah, just don't go right now because everybody down there is sick. And in
With
fact,
the flu?
Oh yeah, in fact, I'm still getting over.
Nice seeing you, Sonny.
Well, no, I'm not contagious.
Sonny's leaving right now.
No, I've just had bronchitis. I'm not contagious.
I'm only kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, everybody down there, it's like an epidemic. Well, I guess it is pretty much.
Up here.
Alan, we got to put that on our long list of
just
travel,
everywhere.
Alan.
The weather.
Nashville, Tennessee now, hon. We got to do Nashville.
We should go.
So that'll be our next stop.
Great, weekend. Go for a weekend,
So how many times have you been there, Christina?
Just once. I was there last April driving to Austin.
Right.
Oh, so you stopped it? How's it look? Is it a pretty place?
Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. Broadway is awesome.
Yeah, and in fact, the New York Times just voted it as the It City for 2013.
Get out, really?
Oh, yeah, that's right. And it also was the top 5 one of the top 5 places to visit in 2013. No, to visit in 2013 in the whole world. Nashville.
Wow.
So go Nashville!
I'm telling you.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me say this. Okay, so now you're how many songs have you written on your own?
Well, I moved to Nashville and was pursuing, trying to get a deal when I was, fairly young. And then shortly after I had moved to Nashville, I met another singer-songwriter from London, England. And then we got married and both decided to not pursue the music and not be on the road all the time. We both started businesses and had a little girl, Lily and Chloe. I want to say hi to them back home.
Very nice.
And then
you're a dad now, huh?
Yes. Yeah,
beautiful.
Thank you. But we got divorced, I guess, about 2 years ago.
But you're still a dad.
I am still a dad, and me and my ex get along fantastic. She's a lawyer, which is a good thing to have. And I better, keep on my, my tippy toes. Yeah, right.
You do.
But no, we still get along fantastic. And then I wasn't, for sure if I wanted to, pursue this. And I've had cover bands growing up, and have always done that, singing the more traditional stuff. And but in Nashville, you really can't be, taken seriously unless you're, writing your own stuff.
Right.
So it's really within the last, probably year and a half that I've gotten or really started writing with other writers and stuff. So, I don't have as much writing experience as Miss Christina, but, it all comes in time.
Yeah, but Sonny, you wrote that song that we just heard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fabulous.
Right. Well, thank you.
And you have your own sound, and you still carry, like I said, you're doing that bridge. I call it the bridge, from the old sound to the new sound.
Well, thank you.
So that's the thing, because a lot of the older sounds, I don't think you could duplicate that. Some of the stuff that they did. It's so phenomenal.
Right.
I mean, I'm not an expert in country music, but I know good stuff when I hear it.
Yeah.
Just got that emotion in it, that feeling.
Well, I appreciate that.
It's got soul.
It's got soul.
It's got soul.
I was thinking of I know what I was thinking before, Christina. Motown music. That's my favorite.
Motown.
Yeah, and I like country too.
Yeah.
But I love Motown music. Well, now, let me ask you a question. Christina, with your music, do you have any kind of contest that you put your music into? Or
contests?
Yeah, I mean, like in other words, when we do movies, we put it at the film festivals.
Oh, right.
Can you take your original work and put it into any type of songwriting contests or I
There's
mean, how does it work?
songwriting contests. If anything, I try to get like my band on some really good bills, you know, or festivals, things like that. Like I'm making my way down to South by Southwest in when is it? March. Yeah, in March I'll be going down there. That's really it. But there are songwriting. You know, they charge you. It gets kind of pricey. I think they do it with the film festivals too. They'll charge you like
they do.
$30 a song.
Yeah,
you know, and it's kind of.
They do that. That's
I
what
have
they do.
done it, but I get annoyed.
Listen, would you mind if we have 1 or 2 audience members? Brian, do you mind if we get 1 or 2 audience members to come up to the microphone to ask them a question? Would that be okay? All right, let's get 3 people. If you guys, do you mind?
Oh,
to ask you questions about
That's not that
yourself?
cowboy back there, not the cowboy. Don't
Can we
ask.
get 3 people from the audience to come up and ask a question?
Not the cowboy. Get somebody else.
Let's get some other new people.
No, not the cowboy. Not somebody
All
who
right.
knows me.
Preston, we got Preston up here. Preston, come on up. We got Preston ask a question, and we can get 2 more people. Mike Hauser, Mike can come up, and Millie or Mel. How about Mel? Mel, you come up. You'll be the 3rd person. All right. Come up here. You can ask either Christina a question or either Sonny a question. Mr. Preston Handy, can we have a round of applause for Preston Handy, please?
Well, I think this question is a mistake. I do a little film work myself, and all of my instruments do not make any sound. And I was a member of the church choir, but I never had to go there to sing. I did speed skating instead. So let me step away because this was a mistake.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Preston. Okay, Mel, come on up. You want to ask a question? Miss Mel Benedicto, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
With the new music genre emerging now, and you are singing country or R&B, what do you think is your chance to really, you know, settle in the industry with so many competitions from
Different types of music.
Yes.
Good question. Who wants to answer first? Christina?
Sure. You know, before when I said I've released 3 records, I don't mean to break your heart. I meant 3 albums. I wish
3
they were on
albums?
vinyl.
But you did 3 albums?
Right.
That's what I meant when I said records.
Yes.
You got so excited.
Yes, okay.
I
You
would
did
love
3
to
albums.
impress my last
You didn't mean it. It's
album
okay.
on record.
I still love you, Christina.
But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm not even really about the competition anymore. Like
you just do your own thing.
I do it because I love it.
You love it.
You know, I've spent money on the recording process and this and that in the band. Now I do it because I love it. I still am pushing my music out there and still always looking for like good opportunities. But if it's not fun,
then you just don't touch it.
What's the point? Yeah. But there is a ton of competition.
Good answer.
And with the internet and the fact that anybody can get on a microphone and go la 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 and be able to get it on iTunes, it's really hard to weed out the good music from the bad. So you know, it is a difficult process, but you just got to keep pushing and just trying to put your music in the right people's hands.
Beautiful. Sonny, how would you answer that question?
Well, pretty much the same way. I mean, honestly, I don't like, you know, being in competitions either, like the American Idols and stuff like that, because there's so much, you know, for one, great talent, but
takes the focus off the originality.
Right.
Of you writing your own material and doing your own thing.
Right.
As with these people are looking more for fame,
right,
rather than looking more for originality. I get the picture. I understand.
Absolutely.
Michael Hauser, round of applause for Michael Hauser. Mike, you got a question? Our final question for our friends.
Well, first of all, you guys have great music. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
And my question is for both Sonny and Christina. 4 or 5 years down the road, do you see you guys making any new songs or doing exactly what you're doing now? Like, what's the goal long term?
Want to answer that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Is I'm, you know, in the middle of writing and recording, you know, my first album. So yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm going to pursue, you know, forever. You know, if nothing ever happens with my stuff personally, as far as a record deal, I want to get, you know, as many songs cut, you know, as I can, and it's all about you know, networking and meeting other songwriters and you know, getting your feet in the door to places. So you know, it's something that I plan on doing, you know, till I die.
feel the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, I write because I just need to get it out, you know what I mean? So even if nobody ever hears it, and I'm just sitting in my room and that's it, you know, but I'll still, I'll be writing music for
So your
forever.
whole premise in doing your music, both of you, is a personal experience.
Absolutely.
And from that personal experience, you look for it to bloom into something greater, if it does by itself.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's the goal, the purity of your whole idea of how to go about it.
Right.
Which is really the best. I think the most admirable.
Yes.
Because you want to. It's kind of a personal piece, a personal creativity, and wherever it goes from there, you let it fly.
Right.
Right. I got it. Sounds good to me. I guess I have to say this, that having you on my show was a completely delightful. Would everyone agree that they were completely delightful? Would you say so? Yeah. I mean, how many people can you get to hear like this? I mean, every day of the week, you just can't find it. Talent like this, and the talent that we see is a natural talent of their own, not something they copied, not someone they followed. These are original artists, and they're up-and-coming artists, and that's the beauty of it all. And I'm really glad. But let's say this is we're coming to the end of our midnight show, unfortunately. And guys, I'd just like to put in these last words. Here in the midnight show, on a serious note, I would like to just say this to everyone. The midnight show is spreading quickly throughout the United States and around the world. We're all over Facebook, we're on YouTube, and I think we have like 14 countries following us now.
Nice.
Around the world. And we have, I think, Sonny, we have like 14, 15 states.
Oh, yeah.
So we're striving to go into probably another 20 states.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to hit the West Coast very shortly. We're going to start running our shows there. And I want everyone in my studio audience and all my TV audiences watching to remember this one piece of advice from VIC TERNO and the Midnight Show. I want everyone to spread love. The world today, there's so much hate. There's so much bullying going on. There's people all around the world that, not only in America, but people are spewing venom, hate, sickness. So my advice to all of us, which I live by myself, is to try to spread love and only love. And guess what? You still can own a legal firearm at home to protect yourself. This is my opinion, and still being a loving person. Remember that. That's our Second Amendment, and that's part of what our forefathers spread. But also, we also have to understand that there is a place for controlling firearms and for using common sense at home, and for also keeping an eye out for people that are unbalanced getting their hands on weapons. So let me just say, spread the love, and let's get the fever of the Midnight Show to everybody, and have a great night. Welcome back to the next Midnight Show.